let me start straight off the bat and let you know I love indie games. So much so that I've worked at a number of indie game studios over the years, and I've even had my own one called Nice Touch Games back in 2011. I regularly hang out with other indie developers, and I'm often amazed by the creativity and unbridled passion that they have for their games and the art form. I came across one such developer with his game several years back. That creator's name was Vimlark, and the game was Monkeys with Guns. In this video, I wanted to get into what drew me first to the game, and then secondly, what I wanted to do when joining Vimlark to make it as easy as possible for him to concentrate on designing and art, and not have to worry about the game system development and coding. Now, I don't teach Unity, and I won't pretend that I'm any good at teaching. I won't be going into detail on how each system is built, but more an overall guide as to what I built and why. If anything stands out that you would want to know more about, then please let me know in the comments, and I'll try my best to answer them, and if needed, make a follow-on video detailing the build behind. So let's start with the why. Monkeys with Guns, in my own view, has a very simple premise, and is a sweet pick-up-and-play indie title, which enables gamers of all levels to have fun at the expense of poor, innocent, pixelated monkeys. I've watched people who have never played the title before master the controls and kill with reckless abandon within their first match, then replay again and again, like they are some addicted junkie. When I met Vimlark, the game was being developed in Construct, and even though new to coding and game development, he had progressed to the point of being able to roll up at a showcase and have people playing, which is no small feat for even a seasoned indie game developer. As he progressed, the development requirement grew, and that's where I come in. I straight up asked him if he'd be interested in me coding the title and letting him concentrate on the design and the art. The first thing I did was develop what he had done in Unity. I have nothing against Construct. This decision was simply because I know Unity like the back of my hand, having developed in it for around 10 years and released more than 10 titles using it. I had the game to its current state in a couple of weeks because there was no guesswork, as Vimlark had already done all the design and I just needed to clone that functionality. Then I turned my attention to helping him iterate design and art as quickly as possible, and this meant creating custom tools on top of the Unity engine. I started with item placement, like the crates that drop from the sky to gift the monkeys with new weaponry. I wanted to build out Vimlark's ideal logic system and enable easy placement. He wanted the crates to know if they had a surface to drop on, as the floor in this game can be destroyed, and also to know if there was currently a crate in that position. To do this, I simply enabled a raycasting logic during the game, and also used that same raycasting system to dictate valid spawn points on the level. Red indicates a bad spawn, and green indicates a valid one. I put in the same logic for spawning hearts, where red indicated it was not in a valid position and green indicated it was valid. These two little design indicators make creating, iterating and validating levels a breeze, and these platform style games live or die on item and block placement, so a little extra effort in tooling goes a long way in the grand scheme. The next item for tooling was the moving platforms. Here I added blue lines indicating the extent to which the platform would move to, and a manipulator tool to easily change that destination point when editing. As for overall game-wide tools, one thing I see again and again with developers creating level-based games is them having to go through the menu to get to the level to test it. This is because the main scene loads the level scene addictively and has all the characters and game management within it. So I added the ability to launch directly on the level scene and added a direct play script that uses initialize on load and a check for the editor play state. When the script detects the action for the editor changing state, it then monitors for input, and if the jump button is hit on any controller or keyboard, a monkey is spawned directly in the level and is ready to play. Now, one thing Vimlark is known for is his monkey skins, and it's something he creates on a regular basis on his Twitch channel, which I'll link to in the description. Now, I wanted to make this as simple as possible within Unity to create, so he wouldn't need to associate every skin sprite sheet with an animation and corresponding animator controller. To do this, I used Unity's Animator Override controller, which enables you to replace animations on an animator controller with another, without editing the original controller. I also created a tool script which enables Vimlark to enter a skin's name, and then it performs all the wiring up in the background. It leaves him with a template sprite sheet that he can easily edit and see working in game immediately. The last tool I wanted to touch on here is a tool he now uses to swap blocks in a level. Before, he would need to remove each prefab block and replace it with another, copying and pasting the transform in turn. This is tedious and was easily replaced by a simple little tool that enables him to select a block prefab in the project view and then one in the world. Press a button and it performs the swap. One thing to note here is that with all my tools I utilise Unity's undo class to make sure that anything he does using my tools he can undo with the standard Ctrl-Z. So that's a quick run through on some of the tool design I wanted to cover in this video. Hopefully it gave someone out there a little helpful push to make some tools and make their development life a little easier. And also that's my introduction to Monkeys with Guns, a local multiplayer game which captured my attention with its simplicity, and in that simplicity the ability to capture the joy of pick up and play games. On many occasions I have watched people press the replay button on this title, and hopefully when its release comes, many more will pick up a controller and mow down their friends with reckless abandon for the harm caused by pixelated monkey-on-monkey violence. I plan on doing more videos on this and other indie titles I develop in future, so make sure to subscribe if this interests you. And also make sure to check out Vimlarks channels for lots of hackathon fun and monkey goodness. And as always, thanks for watching.